Hello everyone, this is Felicia Bell from RDNS Farm, here today just talking about soil stories. As you can see before you is plenty grass, a variety of different species of grass. Here animals in the background, it's animals walking around. This is what they eat. The sustenance for them on a daily basis is this: a variety of grasses, legumes, natives, herbs, all sorts of things to give them their health, their vitality, their desire to stay on this farm. So today, just briefly wanted to share, why do we do this? Why do farmers continue to put in the hard work, continue to want to provide food either for themselves, their families, extended family, community, or even to the people further out, strangers, but they want to give and provide that service. It all begins here. My soil story starts out with a great uncle, family that cherished and believed in keeping the land, making sure that we're being good stewards of the land, making sure that that land is providing food for many things: wildlife, domesticated animals, and the humans that walk on this land. And of course, over the years, it's been handed down generation to generation, still intact, still utilizing the traditions of the old, and that is chemical free. That is a staple, I would say, not necessarily a mandatory request from each generation, but it became that just because we adhere to the knowledge of the elders. I am very grateful to those elders that they knew what was right to do for our soils. I'm a very proud descendant of that thought process of knowing what to do with the land. And that basically is nothing. Don't do anything. Just be a good steward. That's basically what has been handed down for hundreds of years within this family. Is just do nothing, enjoy, be a good steward of this land, protect it at all costs, the best of our ability, because you really don't have control, but still trying to do what is right when it comes to the requests and wishes of your elders. I love this land. I love what it has brought to my family. These hundreds of years, 5 generations at this time. It has brought security. It has brought great harvest. It have brought stability. It have brought love. It has brought sustainability. It has brought and built within all of us pride. And that's just naming a few. As I'm recording this today, I think of those elders. The shoulders that I am standing on. And I hope I'm making them proud. But then I'm in the season of passing the baton. So now these shoulders would be standing on or would be stood upon by my children and grandchildren, which I am so very, very grateful to be in line for the shoulders to be stood upon. The soil story is not bleak. Some families within our communities don't have it anymore. They chose to release it and let it go. They felt it as a burden. But I'm grateful to be able to say it has never been a burden. Each family member knows that it is a blessing to be looked upon, that someone cared for them even before they were born. That's what this family looks upon this land as. Not a burden, but a blessing. So no negative undertones to be thought of. Just reaping the benefits of it. And that's a good thing. It is a good thing. And utilizing the land as a positive attribute of ourselves and an extension of ourselves. Beautiful trees that was strategically planted. I have learned recently in the last few years that majority of the trees that are planted on this property means abundance. Some of them are hardwood, some are fruit trees, some are nut trees. And this is coming from gentlemen that quote unquote didn't have an education. But they had mother wit. They had a divine education. They had wisdom. They come into the world with that. So they don't need formal education from someone, some entity. We come here with an abundance of education and knowledge and wisdom. And I'm a product of that and very, very grateful to be. So many, many lessons have been learned on this land over the years, learning what the elders did, what were their thoughts, why they did certain things, why are certain things here, why are certain things planted, why were certain things cut down. In more stories to come, you will hear about those negative things that possibly happen. Some not as bad as others, but you can't have all positive and don't have negative. And so those stories will come I always like to start with positive and end in positive. It has been a rich journey on this land. I am so, so, so very proud to be able to pass it on to my sons. Of course, they're passing it on to their children. And the saga continues. Many sounds that can be heard just these few minutes. And that is symbiotic relationship. Human and animals, wild and domesticated, living in the same space. It's a beautiful thing. And so many people don't get to experience this. And that's why I love it so much. It's an experience, one, that you can't explain. You got to live it. And two, it empowers and enriches your life so you can be the person that you're supposed to be on this earth. I am so grateful. Beautiful space, beautiful land. Many things being grown, produced, some edible, some non-edible, but beauty at the end of the day. I so appreciate what I have, and this is my soil story.